Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, want to thank you guys for supporting the channel, all the viewers, all the subscribers. Immensely appreciate the support. Today I just quickly want to go through some of the different buy orders that you can place on Robinhood and also answer the question, can you put in multiple orders on the same stock at the same time? This comes in response to a few new viewers on the channel wondering about exactly those questions. What's the difference between a market buy and a limit buy? And can they put in two orders at the same time? So I thought to kind of go through Portola here, PTLA as an example. I've done a lot of day and swing trading with Portola. And as a result, I have a number of orders here that we can review, kind of going through the limit buy as well as market buy orders. And can you put two orders in at the same time? So if we take a look here, I have a couple limit buys, one market buy. If we click on the limit buy here, you can see I put in 50 shares at $49.90. Then I also have a market buy here where I put in 50 shares at $50.89. So what is the difference between a market buy and limit buy? Well, a limit buy here, you specify the maximum that you'll pay for a stock. Essentially, you're picking the price that you will pay, and you're guaranteed never to pay more for a stock than the price you put in. So I put in $49.90. My shares were essentially executed at that price, and you're always guaranteed never to pay more than the price you put in. You could pay a little bit less if the price of the stock is moving quite rapidly, but you'll never pay more. And that is in stark contrast to a market buy here, in which you simply will buy the stock for whatever the price of the stock is when the order executes. And that's a real big thing you should pay attention to. It's not when you put the order in, it's when the order executes. So you can put an order in, for example, on this stock, I put an order in 50 shares at $50.84. That's what the stock was trading at when I put in the order. The order executed almost instantaneously, but it executed at a price of $50.89 because the application here lags a bit, and if a price of a stock is moving, you're going to buy whatever the price is when your order executes, not what the price is showing on screen. So because of that, it's important to always put in a limit buy when you're buying a stock. And to do so is quite easy. If we take a look at the buy screen here, we click on that, click in the upper right hand corner, order types. You can see market limit, stop loss, and stop limit. For today's video, I will not talk about the stop loss or stop limit, a little bit more sophisticated types of trades, but really for this application, I don't think they're really needed. We click on the market order here, and again, I would not be using market orders on the application unless you really don't care if a stock is a few cents off. That's what I did with my trade. Simply put in the number of shares you want, and then the trade will essentially execute for whatever the price is of the stock when the trade goes through. And it's not always guaranteed, again, for the price that shows on screen here. So it's showing $50.17, but if we were in active hours trading, that will probably not execute at that price. If we take a look at the limit order here, you first put in the price you want to pay. So for example, let's put in $49. I'll never pay more than that. I'm guaranteed never to pay more than that. You can see up on top there, I'm specifying the maximum amount I'll pay for a stock. Then you can put in time in force, essentially how long you want your order to last. I typically always do the 3 p.m. cutoff. That way all of my orders are purged at the end of the day, and I don't have lingering orders out there that are not accounted for. And that'll become important when we talk about if you can put two orders in for the same stock. You can see there, never expires. If you do that, the trade will essentially sit in this application pending until you cancel it yourself. So if you forget about that trade, it becomes important because you cannot trade your shares. So if we go back to my overview screen here for Portola, you can see I have 562 shares currently. Let's say, for example, I put in an order to sell these stocks at whatever price, all 562 shares. I cannot go ahead and put another order in to sell, if that makes sense. So you can't put in two orders on the same shares. So if I were to sell this, and again, sells work just like the limit buy orders do. You could have a market or a limit. If you do the market, it sells for whatever the price is when your trade executes again, not when you put the order in, when it executes. If you put a limit in, much like the limit buy, you simply specify the minimum amount you're willing to receive per share. So if you were to put an order in to sell all 562 shares, and then let's say whatever happened, the price of the stock started trending in a certain direction and you wanted to sell, you could not do that unless the other order would execute. You'd have to go in, cancel that other order, and then put in your new order. Otherwise, those shares would be unavailable to sell. For buying, it doesn't really matter if you have funds in your account. You can buy a number of shares for many different limit prices. It simply would amount to how much you have in your equity, or excuse me, in your purchasing power. So if we go to limit buy here, you can see I currently have $19,902 available to buy. If I put in a limit order for $10,000, for example, if I went back and put another order in, I'd only have $9,000 showing as available balance. So you cannot put in 2 limit buys on the same amount of capital, and you can't put in 2 limit sells on the same number of shares. So you can't put in 2 orders on the same stock. If you have excess funds available, you can put in multiple orders until your funds are exhausted. And if you have a number of shares like I do here, 562, you can put in 100 for one limit price, another 100 for another limit price, so on and so forth. But you can't put 2 orders in on the same stock for either a buy, or excuse me, for a sell order, or with equity, buying power, purchasing power for buying a stock. You can only use capital for one order, and you can only use your stocks for one sell order. So you can't do 2 orders at the same time. So I hope that makes sense. Just really quickly wanted to go through what the difference is. Again, this is in response to a few new viewers on the channel. One viewer asking if you can put in multiple orders to sell a stock on the same stock, and another viewer asking what the difference is between a limit order and a buy order. So I hope I answered those sufficiently here. If I did not, please let me know in the comment threads, and I'll do an up-to-date video helping you guys kind of navigate through the different systems here. And I have put out quite a few videos in the past about how to buy stocks on Robinhood, as well as how to sell stocks on Robinhood. A little bit more exhaustive than this video. Just wanted to do a quick update video here for a few new viewers on the channel. So not to make the video too long, I'll kind of end it here. As always, if you guys enjoy my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And until the next video, we'll see you then.